Hey, hey, welcome back. All right, Libras, let's go ahead and just do a quick bonus message. We'll see what we get here. Libra, we start out with the star sideways. Star card sideways speaks of somebody that is either wishing, hoping on a dream, but is saying, well, I could settle for a lot less, or not fully powerful enough to reach out for what they want. And sure enough, we have the devil here. Devil represents fear, but we have this person who could be, I don't know if this represents a distractor, if this is a toxic, somebody who's like pulling another person's attention away from what their goal is. This could be a substance, it doesn't have to be a person. Five of Pentacles. Hang on. Hanged Man sideways is definitely slowing things down, which is making somebody else sad. Who is trying to take an action that would be to get to their star? Okay, so a King of Swords. Either Libra is dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or this is Libra. Okay, so in what way is the devil preventing our King of Swords? It's weird because we have Libra. But the Libra scales talk about something is really unfair. So it looks like somebody has an intention to move toward, and even though maybe I shouldn't read it this way, but the way I feel about this is we have somebody, possibly a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who would like very much to move toward whomever is the Five of Pentacles. And let's say this is Libra. Granted, this could be an earth sign. By the way, we also had Aquarius, we also have Pisces, we also have, of course, Libra, and then we have Capricorn. But I feel like we have this King of Swords whose plans are being, we'll say, delayed. Their plans to leave, to go someplace at a distance, to go after their wish fulfillment is being delayed because of something very unfair that this devil is doing. Now, this devil in the red dress, I don't know if this represents a karmic, represents a person, but it's like, I want to get you stuck in my web again. Very poisonous, but it's delaying everything. And the more it delays, the more somebody else has sorrow. And if that's our Libra who's in sorrow, actually, let's just change decks for a second. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles person. We have got the Nine of Cups sideways. So it is like, my life is good, but it's not great. Sorry, I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth. We've got the Liberation card. It's just very much the energy of like, just free me then. Just free me if this is not going to go anywhere. I don't want to be, look, here's what I would describe this as. We have, by the way, Scorpio energy. We have a feminine, and this feminine could be saying, oh yeah, it makes me really sad to think that they still haven't shown up in my life. The King of Swords has still not come toward me. Nothing's happening. I kind of thought for a period of time that it might, but really a long time has passed. Nothing's happening. It's really sad. Maybe it's been 5 months or something. It's too bad. I mean, is my life still good? Yes, because the Nine of Cups is still amazing. Even in the sideways position, we're still like, the majority of our life is awesome. But when she thinks of this one situation with the King of Swords, that's where the bummer is. And this card of, I thought we were maybe going to reconcile, but you know what? They haven't ever shown up. And so now I think every day I'm kind of blossoming a little bit more and saying more and more, maybe I don't need them to return. Maybe I need to free myself of the idea of being sad over this. It does feel like, I kind of thought that I was going to hear from them again. I kind of thought they were kind of my way, but I guess I might have been lying to myself, especially with that Seven of Swords and then the Seven of Pentacles. If this is Libra, they're kind of saying, I think it was an illusion on my part. I mean, come on, how much time has passed? If they had wanted to, they would have by now. Now, I don't think Libra has any knowledge that something is intentionally being stirred up, which is unfair to both Libra and to the King of Swords, making them unable to move toward the Libra. Now, again, this storyline could be the exact reverse. It could be that Libra wants very much to go to some earth sign person. They don't have to be earth sign. Remember, they could be Pisces also, if we're going to look only at the major arcana, or a Scorpio. But it could be that Libra's like, this is so messed up. I can't move toward them because something else very unfair is going on. Let's see if we can figure out what that is. Okay, so let's talk for King of Swords. What have you got going on with the Devil? What's the big blockage here? 7 of Pentacles. So again, it's been a long time. This is about money. It's been a long time. This could have been a legal battle, a court battle. We've got that Hanged Man, but in the reverse, I thought it was done. It's been all this time. I've paid out all this money. I did what I had to. I dealt with the legalities of something. I'm not supposed to be waylaid and delayed anymore. The World, it's a cosmic integration. I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to be able to go where I want to go. And let me just ask, where do you want to go, King of Swords? 6 of Cups. I want to go to my soulmate. Okay, so who is the Devil? Is the Devil a person, or is the Devil something about like money that's owed or court stuff? We have the Moon. They don't want to say. The Devil is what's hidden. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. You know, I actually think this is going to work out fine. They're just freaking out saying, nope, once again. So I'm going to get delayed once again. It's already been delayed and delayed and delayed. And now how much you want to bet? I'm going to get delayed again. But I actually think that that's not going to turn out to be true. I think they're just braced for it because there's been one problem after another. This is all supposed to be go time. And I don't actually see the obstacle because this says what they don't know is that the doorway is open. Okay, but if they still sit there and say, no, the door is not open. I never get to leave. I never get to be done with this. The payments just keep continuing. I still don't have freedom. It either says that they don't realize that they've had freedom longer than what they think, or that they will get it in just like a day or something. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's coming. This is the big wind up. They're about to realize they can have it all. They're about to be able to migrate. The herd is migrating. So the money that you owed, who did you owe it to? What did you owe it to? What was the legality? 2 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. It was definitely somebody that said, you owe me. This is how it's going to be. And I'm not about to budge an inch. It could have been somebody who said they were supposed to do things in a fair way and they didn't. This could have been a business deal. This could have been an ex. This could have been, to have 2 2s is somebody they were very much having to deal with at a very like one-to-one level. So it feels like, this could have been anything. This could have been somebody, this feels like legal negotiations, right? Like we've agreed on a certain amount of money. This is what I have to do. But then it's like, maybe this person wouldn't sign the document, or now that it's done, they can't track them down to get the final document signed that says I paid the final payment. It keeps feeling like it was money over a long period of time. Maybe it was to pay somebody back, and it's like, I paid you back. I did everything. I followed through. Why are you delaying this? Why won't you let the final payment be acknowledged? Why are you doing this, Devil person? We have the Chariot. Because then I know you're going to be gone. I know the King of Swords is going to be gone. The second that they can, they're going to be gone. So wait, Devil, what do you want to do? Are you just messing with them just to hold them back? 10 of Cups. Hang on. Is that you know they're going to go and they're going to go be happy? Hang on. The whole deck is falling. One separated off, so we'll keep it. But we have integration of feelings. King of Cups. I was going to say, I have a hard time believing that the Devil's like, but I love them. I want to have happiness. I would say they are saying they're going to move on from the chaos I've created and go be happy. But I want them to stay and be happy with me. it does look like they thought they could get this King of Swords to either fall in love with them or want to be with them. So now you won't release the King of Swords. How much longer, actually, let's turn to the universe. How much longer is this tension going to be here? And actually, hold on. Before I even go to that question, let me get one card out of this deck. I just feel like it. Beyond compare. Don't compare your love to anyone else. It's unique. Let me get one or two more. That may be the way they feel about the individual I'm calling Libra. Flight plan. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come. Beyond compare and flight plan does make me think that somebody has like the intention of leaving and that devil person knows it. And then sideways, we've got controlling, and the other side would have been safeguard steps. So power struggles are leading to being manipulative. Yeah. Sometimes to protect oneself, the bravest act is to walk away. I think both of those apply since it came out sideways. Okay. So it is exactly what we've been seeing here, which is somebody is holding on so tightly, intentionally. The universe, is there going to be a wrap up to this? Is somebody going to free themselves and just move toward Libra? Five of Swords. It looks like there's going to be another fight. But we do have a King of Wands. Okay. Is there a fight until the devil person meets a King of Wands and then they're like, okay, now I can have a new beginning, so now you can go? Hang on. Does that mean that there's another huge delay before this person approaches Libra? 10 of Swords. This is an ending to the hurt and pain. Let me just ask bluntly, is it going to be too late by the time they ever approach Libra? Because we saw Libra pretty much saying, I think I've been lying to myself. I think I should have let them go a long time ago. I don't see them coming toward me. I should free myself from the idea of reconciling because I think this is an illusion on my part. And we actually have the Four of Pentacles saying Libra may not want them back. By the time this person finally gets around, I mean, they look very defeated. It looks like, I think the devil is somehow going to be able to control and hold on to them and get involved in another, round of fighting, because the devil doesn't want to let them go unless they have another partner, unless they meet somebody else. And then okay, fine, I don't need you, King of Swords. And finally, the King of Swords, very defeated, because it almost looks like it's going to be like another 3 months or something. But it looks like Libra's going to be in the Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands in the reverse. Is there a reason that these two were supposed to be kept apart then? The Fool. This actually says Libra was always going to move in a new direction, always going to take a leap of faith in a different route. Or perhaps that they could have taken a leap of faith toward Libra a long time ago, but didn't because they were still fussing around dealing with the devil's demands. Page of Pentacles. I don't know. This looks like Libra's going to be on a whole different timeline by the time this person finally comes in. Is that good? Is that deep down what Libra has wanted then? Nine of Pentacles. I gotta say, I kind of think so. What's going to happen with that King of Swords? Because it looks like by the time they're finally done dealing with this never-ending madness with the devil, it looks like they're kind of lost with that Five of Cups. So I guess let me just ask, is it that it was already the right time, that they should have walked away? They shouldn't have stayed. They already did and did and did and did for the devil. Then the devil pulled that stunt again. But what they didn't seem to realize is that they could have already walked away. They didn't need to wait for permission. They should have already moved toward Libra with that Wheel of Fortune and the Moon, and then that Six of Cups that was before it. Like they should have already gone toward Libra, and that procrastination is costing them the relationship with Libra if that's how they choose to play it. Six of Pentacles, if they couldn't let go of money, if that, they're like, no, I love Libra, but I got to keep fighting for the money. with my karmic ex, it's always going to be about the money. It's got to all be equal. I've got to get my fair share. If they couldn't surrender the money, then I think this kind of says then maybe that's why they deserve to lose Libra, because their heart was never the primary thing they were after. They were always after balancing the money, and it could have been down to the penny. They could have squabbled and squabbled and squabbled over money with a karmic. But all this time we've been talking about the devil person without acknowledging they themselves, although they were like, I want to go and be this king of swords, but they themselves were stuck in a karmic pattern. That Libra scales, it's two scales, right? Two people were toxic, both them and their karmic. That's probably why they were only 50% committed to actually, like, whatever it takes, I'm going to go get to Libra. This storyline looks like all I want is Libra as soon as I get the money stuff figured out, and it has to be fair, and I need X amount of dollars. Well, that's costing them the relationship with Libra. And I kind of think that's where this is a good thing, though, because I think Libra is supposed to move on without them. Look, this person wants Libra and only Libra, but money is a really big factor for them, is what it says. Does Libra end up in a happily ever after with someone else? Because that's what it's looking like. Ace of Cups, Justice card. Yes, 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 all day, yes. Libra is, I don't know if they're going to be swept off their feet by a water sign or a fellow Libra, but everything's going to tilt in their favor after this. You know what? I'm actually so happy with the way this one turned out. The fact that they didn't end up, Libra doesn't end up with the wrong person after all. Because it's always been about justice. And this person that, claims, oh my gosh, I just want to be with Libra. I just want to be with Libra. They really were not operating the way they could have or should have if they just wanted to be with Libra. They were still, hung up in their own toxicity. And Libra didn't have that. Libra, we didn't see Libra toxic. We saw Libra, if anything, saying, I think I need to let this thing go, because they would have been here by now unless they got waylaid by choice. And I think that was totally on point. I think Libra knows how to let go, and that allows them to bring something else in. All right, take care. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.